Hello student, I am Harshala Datte, Senior Lecturer of Department of Computer Engineering second shift. In this video lecture, I am going to teach you experiment number 3, that is binary search. Practical outcomes of this experiment is to implement a program for binary search. Before starting a program, let us revise the concept of binary search with an example. Let us understand this algorithm with help of the example. So, take an example if you want to find the number 56. So, since by dictionary is already in the ascending order or alphabetic order, then only we can apply the binary search. So, there is a prerequisite for the binary search is that your search area should be always the sorted. We cannot apply binary search on unsorted data. In example, you can see I have taken the array of 10 size index number 0 to 9, but I have taken all the array elements in sorted order. We cannot perform binary search on unsorted data. This is only the disadvantage of binary search, but it is fast than the linear search. See, if we want to find the 56 using the linear search, how many passes you will require? You will require 0 to 7 comparison, means total 8 comparison. So for linear search, you require 8 passes to find the number 56. Now we will apply binary search to find 56 and we will see how many passes are required by the binary search to find the 56. Remember, linear search requires how many passes? 8 passes. And binary search, now we will see that. So this is the algorithm. We will require this algorithm to solve the sum. So solution. Well, first, what you are going to be search 56. So let us take the x is equal to 56. Store the 56 in some variable. Here I take the x variable. So in pass 1, we first calculate the minimum and maximum boundary. What is the initialization? You can see in algorithm. In step 1, minimum is equal to 0 and maximum is equal to n minus 1. So what is minimum? Minimum index value is the 0. And what is maximum? Maximum is n minus 1, where n is number of element of an array. How many elements are in array? There are total 10 elements. So 10 minus 1, that is 9. So we get the boundary minimum is 0 and maximum is 9. Now we will calculate the middle value. Mid is equal to 0 plus 9, mean plus max divided by 2. It will 4.5. We will round up 4.5 to 4, previous value. Why? There is a reason behind this roundup. Since in your program for binary search, we are taking all the variable mean, maximum and mid and x as an integer. So you know, if we if you try to store floating value into the integer variable, what it do? If you declare int a is equal to 4.5, what a will store? A will store only the 4 and whatever there after the floating point, a will be ignored. That's why I round up all the values to the previous value in binary search method. So now mid is 4. Again we compare what is to be searched x and what is the value of mid, it is 4. So we check whether our element to be searched 56 is at middle position or not. So what is x? X is a 56 and a of mid means a of 4. What is the element present at the fourth index location? It is 16. So 56 and 16, are they same? No. So your search is unsuccessful and now you divide this search area into two parts. One will be between 0 to 3 and one will be from 5 to 9. Right? So how you compare both value x and a of mid. See step number 4. If x is greater, you will change the mid. If x is smaller, you will change the max. What is x? X is greater. 56 is greater than 16. So you change what? Mean. Minimum value. Minimum is equal to mid plus 1. So mean is equal to mid plus 1. Mid is our 4. So 4 plus 1, it is 5. At the end of each pass, either minimum or either maximum value will be changed. In first pass, which value is changed? Minimum. So in next pass, we again require mean and max. So we will take minimum as a 5 and maximum as a 9. We copy value of max from the first pass. So in pass 2 again minimum is 5. You can see at the end of first pass value of minimum is changed from 0 to 5. So and maximum value is not changed. So we keep maximum value as it is in a whatever in a first pass. So now in pass 2 we again have two boundaries, minimum 5, maximum 9. Again we calculate the mid. Mid is what? Mean plus max by 2, that is 5 plus 9 by 2. It will be 14 by 2, it will be 7. Again we compare our element to be searched. What we are going to be searched? 56 with the mid value. So x is 56 and a of mid means a of 7. What is available at the a of 7? It is 56. So are they equal? Yes. Your x is 56, your a of 7 is also 56. So we found the 56 at which location? Mid location. What is mid? 7. So therefore x is equal to 56 is found at the 7th location. Now this is a program for binary search. Here you can see that the first two are the header files. stdioh is included for the printf and the scanf statement, and conio.h is included here to see the input and output on the console. Here we take one input array, that is data, of size 10 and having the number 1 to 10. As we see now that for binary search we have to calculate the mid for each pass. We want the variable mid, and to calculate the mid we require two more variables, min and max, where min stores the lower boundary and max stores the upper boundary. And x is a variable in which we are going to store the number to be searched. This is a logic. This for loop is a logic for the binary search. You can see that in for loop the first part is a formula of mid and the last part is also a formula of the mid. For this is the initialization part and this is the always increment and decrement part. This part always perform at the end of the for loop. So to calculate mid at the start of each pass we write here formula of mid. And this is a condition mean is less than equal to max. This is a condition. Whenever this condition true, then only we can perform the binary search. Whenever this condition goes wrong, see here, if mean is greater than max, then our search is unsuccessful. So we give the output, that is element is not present in an array. In binary search, we always find the number at the mid location. Here you can see in x we store the number that we are going to search and we always compare it with the mid value. If it is, then we give the output that number is present at so and so position. So let me run this program. First see the input of the array. You can see that 1 is at 0th index and 10 is at 9th index. If I give the input 10, so this program will give me the output that 10 is present at the 9th position. See, first I will compile it with Alt F9. Then I run it with the Control F9. If I give here the number is 10, so this will return that number 10 is at position 9. Let us understand this with the watches. In C programming, watches are used to see the content of value of every variable. So Here we can add the watches from debug. Go to watches, add watch. We are going to add the watch for every input. So first input is our data, that is our array. After that add, you can see the data watch in the watch window. See, next watch is for our input variable x, into which we are going to store the number which is to be searched. After that our inputs are min, max, and mid. Okay, so now we will run this line by line. So we are going to execute this program line by line. To execute this program line by line, we have to use the key F8. Let us reduce this size because we are going to watch the values of the variables in watch window. So press F8. As I told you that compiler always start executing the program from the void main function. So now compiler is at declaration part of the data array. Whenever we press again F8, you have to pressing F8 continuously for step by step execution. Whenever I go below this line, below in data of 10, you can see in watch window data array having all the values that are initialized in above line 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10. Till now x, min, max and mid has a garbage value. After this line, as you can see that on this line we initialize min to 0 and max to 9. Here value comes min 0 and max 9. Then again press F8. Here program will ask you to enter a number to be searched and it will be stored in the variable x. So we'll write down here 10, that is the number to be searched. Then press enter. Again press F8. In this blue window you have to press the F8 and on console you have to press the enter key. Again F8. Now from this for loop we have calculated the mid from the initial value of min and max. As min was 0 and max is 9, so 0 plus 9 is 4.5. It will be rounded to the previous value, that is 4. So now mid is 4. Now we will compare x with the data of mid. Let us add one watch here that will store data of mid, data, array name and mid. So you can see what is available at the data of mid. So our mid is 4. So you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the fourth index value position, there is a variable, there is the number 5. So you can see that data at the mid position is 5 and our x is 10. Are they equal? No. So we compare now x. If x is less, then we will change the max. Otherwise, we will change the min. You can see that x is greater than the data of mid. So we will change the min. Min will be the mid plus 1. What is mid now? 4. So min will be 4 plus 1, 5. Right? So min will be changes to 5. See? Min is changes to 5 now. Now we are going to the next pass with the mean value 5 and max value 9. We again calculate the mid. Mid will be 5 plus 9 by 2. 5 plus 9 is 14. So 14 by 2 it will be a 7. Now we will see. Whenever we come here, the mid value get converted into 7. Press F8. See, it is 7. Again we compare x. with the A of mid. So what is available at the data of mid? It is 8 and our number is 10. So it is not equal. So we again compare whether our x is small or x is greater. So you can see x is 10 is greater than data of mid. So we will change again our minimum value. Min is equal to mid plus 1. What is mid now? 7. So 7 plus 1 it will be 8. Now our mean is going to be converted into 8. See, now we go to the next pass 3. Again our mean, now new mean is 8 and max is 9. Again we calculate the mid. 8 plus 9 by 2, that is 8. Our mid is going to be converted into 8. See, now our mid is 8. So what is available at the 8th position? It is 9. Are they same? X is equal to 10 and data of mid is 9. Are they same? No. Again we compare x and the data of mid. X is again larger. X is again larger. So again we are going to change the mean. Mean is mid plus 1. What is mid? 8. So 8 plus 1, 9. Now we go to the pass 4. In pass 4 we have mean 9 and max 9. It is a true condition. See this. When we are going to continue the loop until mean is less than equal to max, means equal to mean and max equal numbers are also accepted. So mean and max is 9, so it is accepted. We go inside the loop and we again calculate the mid. Mid will be 9 plus 9 by 2, which is nothing but the 9. See, mid is 9. Now we compare the x with the data of mid. What is x? 10. What is data at mid? Data of mid means data array at the mid index location. Data of 9 is what? 10. So we found our number. X is at which location? Mid location, and mid is what? 9. So we will get the output. Number 10 is at 9 position. See, I am pressing F8. It will break because condition is true. We found a number. This condition is false because mean is not greater than max. Mean is equal to max. So again press F8. We will get the output. The number 10 is at position 9 in the array. Likewise, you can again run it for unsuccessful output. Compile it first. And then control F9. Give the input that is not present in the array like 67. You will get the output element is not present in the array. So this is the program for the binary search. You try at your home. I already shared the installation video and file Turbo C++ folder for installation of the Turbo C++ at your home. If you have PC, you can try it at your home. Thank you.